rattled for some reason. Perhaps it's the fan favorite here from Anniston. Big collar and elbow tie-up, isolating on the arm very quickly of Extreme Heat. Extreme Heat driven down to his knees, the top wrist lock. Twisting that arm, wrenching it. Oh, he reverses it though. Extreme Heat reverses the wrist lock. Grinds it slowly into an over, and now he drives Slaughter to his knees. A big elbow from Mr. Heat onto the tricep area of Slaughter. Slaughter looking for purchase, trying to roll through, kips up, and reverses it on his own. Now goes into a headlock. He's grinding that on, trying to keep the slightly taller man down. Shot him off. Oh. Step over. Oh, and a big arm drag right down to the mat. Slaughter's lower back took the brunt of that, clearly. And I have to say that Extreme Heat looks happy with himself. Oh, and he sticks a slap across the face. Oh, and a big answer to the big punch. Forearms. We got battling punches. Middle of the ring, Slaughter staggering, unable to resist, bounces to the rope, and then takes it. And now a big hit. Comes off the rope, slides in. He shoots him off. And Johnny Slaughter powders out of the ring. Extreme Heat goes behind him, sizing him up, and a big punch right to the head. Driving him to his knees, and then hits him again. He gets ready, oh, and slams him face first, draping him over the metal ring barrier. Heat getting counted on the ring, has to be aware of that count on the outside. And throws Slaughter, rolls right into the middle of the ring, and follows him. Slaughter begging off. Well, Heat seems happy, and I have to say, Heat seems a little surprised that he's doing this well. Smiling ear to ear, he's got the champion down. Oh, and there he pays for it by catching the middle turnbuckle with his face. And now just selling, getting squished into the corner. Slaughter's boot to the base of his neck. And now being choked out again by Wicked Nemesis. Now slumping to the very lowest turnbuckle. Now a big boot to the chin. He's Slaughter driving the 250 chiseled pounds onto the neck of the very game Extreme Heat. But again, Heat's facing down to the canvas. Dragged out to the outside, draped over the top rope. Slaughter breaks the count. Oh, and then a European uppercut right to the chin. And Extreme Heat just draped over the bottom, under the bottom rope. Just getting pounded like 220 pounds of just meat on the mat. Oh, up, lifted up, and then introduced to the does a driving drop kick. Rolls over the 220-pounder who gets his foot on the ropes. Slaughter thinking he'd won the match, but instead Slaughter's unaware that he had his foot on the ropes. And again, it looks like Extreme Heat spending most of the match flat on his back or face down on the mat, trying to dig down for something. He's trying to, Slaughter telling the ref to ask him. And it looks like Extreme Heat maybe got bit or something on the back of the head. And front face lock. Lifting him up. Oh, and a snap suplex. And once again, Extreme Heat is kicking helplessly onto the mat. And this might be all she wrote. Hooks one big leg, and 1, 2, and at the last minute, he kicks out. Then he rolls back over, face down. That is a man who is struggling just to stay in the match. He steps over. And, of course, Slaughter Wipes his boot off on the face of Extreme Heat. Measuring him. Oh, and he drops. Pointed elbow right in the throat. 2. 1, 2. Tips him back. 1, 2. Nearly catches him. Oh, but then takes another boot to the head. And this time Extreme Heat still on the mat, but this time he's rolled 180 degrees, face down. Slaughter pulling him up by the ears. Now by the chin. Oh, and headbutts him savagely. Heat's out on his feet, but at least he's standing, unlike most of the match where he's spent on his back. Oh, and a huge headbutt from the defending champ, who really has had controlled, I'd say, 70-80% of this match. And now he's driving and a blatant choke on Extreme Heat. I will give Heat the credit, although he's taken a beating from the veteran and current champion, Heat refuses to give up. Always kicking out of those last holds. He reaches around and scoops him up. Catches him for 1, 2. Catches him for 2, and then a short, savage clothesline around the neck, and Extreme Heat takes his accompanying position down, face down on the mat, with 250 pounds of champion standing on his back. Heat's going to have to dig down really deep to get a title out of the clutches of Slaughter if he spends most of the mat being beaten up. But it's possible that Slaughter could slip, and that's how champion can happen. On any given day, a challenger of Extreme Heat's status can make it happen. And the crowd vociferously objecting to Wicked Nemesis's blatant interference. But if the referee doesn't see it, it doesn't happen in professional wrestling. Johnny Slaughter paintbrushes the face of Extreme Heat. Oh, Extreme Heat digs down deep. Maybe he's got enough rest. And big haymakers. Oh, a little hully-gully there. He gets him, shoots him off into the ropes. He's got the momentum coming, and an atomic drop onto the lower, whatever reasons. Oh, and a huge drop kick for the relatively big boy. Gets up, and now he goes for a cover. This could be it, but he hooks his leg, 2. It looks like distracted, perhaps, by Wicked Nemesis. Calling for it. Calling for a big move. A big body slam. And now it looks like Extreme Heat may be going up. Climbing the turnbuckles onto the middle turnbuckle. Now going up to the top rope. He's climbing up. And he gets up. And a drop kick. Missile drop kick from the top rope from the big boy. Right on the mush of Johnny Slaughter. Oh, and focuses on him. Extreme Heat takes Nemesis down. And now, right, he catches, oh my God, Johnny Slaughter just directly picks up his belt and lays out Extreme Heat. That's going to be a disqualification, but that will leave Johnny Slaughter in possession of the belt.
And your winner, as the result of a disqualification, the ref is indicating that the winner of the match